Hi there, and welcome to another day in isolation. I want to elaborate some more on relationships because I have been inundated with more and more questions about how to manage, if not suffer, relationships during this isolation. What I want to share with you today is a mindset aspect to relationships because you've got to keep your brain in a good space to have a good relationship. And what I want to share with you, it doesn't apply just to the isolation period, but I want you to think about it across the board with all your relationships in and outside of this isolation at all times. Okay. So, the lowest part of a relationship, or the lowest mindset for a relationship, is when all those strains and discomforts come in and we start focusing on what we're not getting. And it all becomes about me. It's about what I want. And we play a bit of a victim here, don't we? It's about what the other person is not giving us. And we can get quite feisty and quite angry about it, if not a bit pissy about it. But love isn't about getting, love is about giving. And we forget that when we're focusing on what am I not getting from the relationship. When we make it all about me and getting what we want, it gets a little bit narcissistic, doesn't it? It gets a tad selfish. And let's face it, when we step ourselves into that mode, it's almost like we want the other person to lose because we've got to be right. And so we're going for a win lose in our relationship. We're lording it over the other person. And that really is the lowest kind of relationship that you can aim for. We could step it up. We could step it up to that common idea of what a relationship is, that give and take, that compromise. And that tends to be what most people strive for in a relationship. But have you ever thought of it as negotiation? You're actually trading off in your relationship. If you do that, I'll do this. That's your responsibility. That's mine. That's your role. That's my role. And the thing is, we're actually trading roles, we're trading emotions, we're trading time, we're just trading. Now, that can work. I'll give you that. It can work. But if you want a passionate relationship and you work off trading, you work off compromise, you're going to be flatmates before too long. There's not going to be much of a spark there. But if you want to choose that kind of relationship that's kind of feisty, fun, passionate, and loving, where you can actually feel more fulfilled and more satisfied, the best way to do it is to be the best version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself and offer that to the other person. And when you do that, you're encouraging them to be their best version. Now, can you imagine if both of you were doing that? If both of you were offering the other your best self, and in that best self, encouraging the other person with their best self, you can have massive growth. Massive growth, massive passion, massive polarity within the relationship. And you think about it, we talk about a relationship as a couple. Yeah, one and one make two, makes sense, doesn't it? But you can place a one next to another one and you can have an 11. And that's what the highest level of a relationship demands, is that 11. And it's not about necessarily changing who you are or being something you're not. It's about your mindset to say, actually, I'm going to offer my best. And your best will always be improving. But if you're offering your best and the other person is offering their best, can you imagine how much more fun your relationship will be? So, whether you're in isolation or not, I want you to think about your relationships because it's the mindset that determines the scale of the relationship. You can choose to win and let the other person lose. But if you love them, do you really want to lose? You could trade, and that works. You can trade. And have a negotiation on how well things go. Or you could give your best, your all. And they could do the same for you. And you can have sparks flying like you wouldn't believe. So have a think about the mindset that you put into your relationships. Decide what ones you're going to do and let me know how you get on. Until tomorrow, stay home, stay safe.